What is up? What is up? It is your boy Poetics. I'm here today to show you how I made the beat Lake Hylia, named after the greatest video game of all time, Ocarina of Time, and the coolest lake of all time, Lake Hylia in the video game. If you didn't know that, now you know. So this beat was very different from the Oblivion one. I was trying to do something a little more chill hop, a little less lo-fi. So it's a little bit more upbeat. It's a little, not really more upbeat, but more happening in it. It's a little more happy, a little more warm sounding. So I did a lot of different techniques here. First thing you will notice is we have a just rain effect. It's just the sound of rain falling. So it's from a rainforest. It's the sound from a somatics kit of just rain falling, and that's it. So then we have, I took this sample from Splice, and I basically I tuned it down a tiny bit, slowed it down from the original sample, so it sounds like this. And I added that to mixer track, and then I added this filter on it. I cut out some of the low end so it wouldn't interfere with the bass, and then I cut out a good amount of the high end, so it's kind of got a little bit more of like a warm stereo feel. So then after that we have the snare. I'll go ahead and mute these. We have the snare, so it's sounding like this. So I added that little second part there just to give it a little bit of kind of a bounce. And then later we have this. Just a little snap track before we brought the part back at the end where it goes back to the snare again. We have, it's almost like a 12-bar rap verse, but it's a lo-fi beat, so no one's rapping on it. But yeah, it has a little snap just to make it stand out a little bit there for that part. And then the hi-hats. This is where I got really creative on this beat. So the first hi-hat, it looks like this. So pretty basic, right? Yeah. So then later in the verse, I made this hi-hat. So this is a combination of hi-hats and the sound of like this little chili pepper toy, ceramic toy. So we got that, two different ones in there. I thought it kind of sounded like almost like a weird hi-hat. So I put it in there, and then I put them all in one mixer track. Added DAW cassette at the lowest amount. And I added a low pass filter. Without it, it would sound like this. So it's kind of loud, kind of grating on the ears. So then we add that. And then after that, we did the kick. So I went for kind of a louder kick here. I had some frequencies in the kick I didn't like, so I put a little bit of a low pass, and then I put this little thing to, there was one part that was really loud in the mix, so I decided to put that there. We did a little bit of sausage fattener, and then also DAW cassette. So it sounds really dope. Then we added this percussion. Dope little, I think it's called Foley right there. So it adds just a little bit of creativity in there. Then we got another one similar to that. Just in case you were curious, I was adding low passes to all of these other percussions just to make them fit in the back. So this one almost sounded to me like a little shaker. Trying to remember what these were from. Yeah, so it's like a little percussion shaker kind of thing. So, and then I added at the very end an 808. I didn't want to have very much of an 808, but I wanted something in there where it progresses throughout the track. So in the beginning, we have just all the normal drums and percussion. Then we have basically a verse, and the 808 gets introduced in the verse about halfway through. And then at the end, you have the same chorus as before, but now you also have the 808. So without the listener really noticing, you have a little bit more progression throughout the track. You can tell something different is changing every 8 bars. So yeah, this is Lake Hylia. It's one of my favorite beats I've made. It's a very chill vibe. It just passed about 2.1 million streams. And is in a lot of lo-fi editorials, so I thought it would be dope to kind of show you guys what I did that worked for me, because if you can take some of these techniques, you might be able to get Spotify placements or get your lo-fi beats to pop off in a different way. So thanks so much, and appreciate you watching. And subscribe, and also follow me on Instagram, Proud by Poetics, right below me, right there. So yeah, hit me up, and I'm always down to work with new upcoming artists. So have a good one.